Hello and welcome to Neuro-Heretical Wargaming. My name is Brenden. Tonight I am joined by
Hi, it's me again. In case you don't know who me is, it's Scott.
the
You're
one and
welcome.
only Scott. Where the universe could only handle one.
There is another person with my same name at my company.
Like first name and last name, or just first name?
Yeah, first and last name, different middle initial. But I have been, his manager has called me to his office a couple times. So,
You're just like, I have nothing to do with this.
yeah, the first time it happened, I'm like, he said, come to my office. I'm like, I don't know where your office is. He said, turn around. He's like, there's a brick wall behind me.
You should have physically turned around. You could have had your phone, like turned around and like,
Yeah, well,
nope.
this was when I was still working in Huntsville, but I just replied, it's like, there's a brick wall behind me. It's like, oh, wrong Scott. Sorry.
It's like there's a bit of a joke in the military that basically like, because like you have like duty rosters and stuff, right? You have to like go do stuff and all that.
Buster.
Yeah. And typically it's for things like, like CQ or staff duty where you have to sit at a desk for like 24 hours. And every once in a while, someone will post a picture from like they got a thing saying like, hey, you have CQ on Friday, but they've been out for like 2 weeks. They just weren't taken off the roster yet.
Oh.
So a lot of times, depending on how they feel, people will either be like, hey man, I'm not in anymore, you got the wrong dude, or they'll be like, okay, sure, I'll be there.
Good luck.
Never had that happen to me though, but I did have a recruiter reach out to me while I was in the army, which was an interesting experience to say the least.
Oh.
Yeah, like I was literally like,
how did that work for them?
He didn't get a new recruiter. I can tell you that.
Well,
it's like if they have your, like if you talk to like a couple different like offices, even if they're all the same branch, I don't think they share information really. So
right,
I don't.
that tracks.
Yeah. But yeah, like what's the word I'm looking for? I think I was getting ready for the day. Like I had breakfast. I had like showered, had breakfast. Or no, I was like got to change to go get breakfast, I think. And I get a text and I was like, he's like, hey, have you thought about joining the army? So I just
thought about it.
So I just sent a picture of my uniform. I was like, they already got me, man. He's like, well, Fort Carson's pretty great. And I was like, yeah, I'll give you that. It's pretty nice. And that was the last I heard of him. But it was just like, well, you know.
Well, onto something more on subject. What you working on tonight?
Tonight, I'm working on the Celestial Lines a little more.
Nice.
Specifically, we're going to be doing their helmets and their shoulder pads, which are kind of a nice deep royal blue. So probably what I'm going to do is do a... Where is it? I have McCrag blue, which I've like never opened. I'm thinking maybe a base layer of McCrag blue. And then I don't know if I don't have many blues. So this should be nice. I could do Cantor blue as well as my base, but I haven't decided yet. Thoughts, Scott? What I could do is Cantor blue and then edge highlight and McCrag blue.
I feel like it's probably, I'd say try it. What I normally say is, worst case scenario, it's paint.
Yes.
So it can either come off or be covered fairly easily, so...
In this case, definitely covered, because I will be damned if I'm going to get all the paint off these guys. I do not want to paint all that gold again.
That's fair. Hello, like a dog. How you doing?
Do the McCrag. think that has kind of the nice deep blue I'm looking for. I'm annoyed because, like, so anyone who doesn't know, you can use the Citadel actually has an app that will tell you, they'll give you like different painting ideas, and it works pretty well. I like it. However,
Yeah, it's a pretty decent app.
Yeah. However, it doesn't always tell you if it's a contrast method or not. Like here, I'll pull it up real quick and I'll show you. So right here, right here, we have dark blue contrast, then we have deep blue. Okay. What type of paint method would you assume deep blue is, given the information we have currently?
Non-contrast.
Non-contrast. Yep. So we go up and actually no, maybe I got this one right. Maybe I'm slightly wrong. I thought I saw one. Clean blue. That's what it was. Clean blue. You would think not a contrast. Boom, contrast paint. Why? Just say it's contrast. So I know when I'm looking at it that it's contrast.
Well, they heard that some schmuck named Brenden wanted to paint deep blue, so they're like, let's mess with him.
Where am I live? I should do like to look at that deep blue. I'm gonna save that. But today we'll just do kind of just a regular blue, see how that looks. And if it's not quite what I want, we can go from there at a different time. Yeah, what is everyone at home working at, including yourself, Scott?
I'm painting 70 bases.
Oh. How are you doing, Scott?
I'm painting 70 bases. Oh, it's going fine, though.
Can I get an F in chat for Scott? Are you having fun, Scott? You having a good time?
Oh, it's fine. Luckily, like, the hard part's done of, like, doing all the basing material. Now
Yeah.
I just need to varnish it to act as, like, that extra little layer of glue.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I can just prime it.
Prime it?
I can prime it and paint it. So, it's not terribly difficult. It's just there's a lot of them. And I was surprised by 15 more of them because I think we even talked about, I don't remember if it was last stream that we talked about it or it was like off stream. I was like, man, that's weird. Crude hounds are on bigger bases than pathfinders.
I definitely remember you saying that.
Let's fast forward to yesterday, where I was like, wait a minute. I've painted these bases for my Pathfinders. Why are they the same size as my Crude Hound bases? Oh no. So, originally it was going to be 55 bases, but then there was a surprise 15 more added for all the hounds.
Well, the good news is you don't even have all of those yet, right?
Yeah, that's great news. Yeah.
Look at this.
Whoa.
Scott, are you airbrushing?
I am, so it's...
Okay, whenever you talk, it just has like a Darth Vader effect. So there's like a in the back.
Yeah, that's my little hobby freight pump that has lasted way longer than it should have.
That's deeply hilarious, actually. Oh my god. Okay, this McCrag blue is actually going on pretty good. It definitely wants some highlighting, but I won't worry about that too much tonight. Try and focus on just getting these based. All right.
But yeah, so working on that. But how about you guys in chat? What y'all working on?
Sounds like Wanting Fire is working on some Infernus Marines. I think is what he said. Getting started Infernus Marine, trying to figure out how to start painting it. Well, traditionally, you get a brush, you put paint on the brush, and then you put the paint on the miniature.
But be sure to thin your paints.
And then
Brenden.
You paint the rest of your account. I thin my paints.
You consider thinning your paints more.
If I do it anymore, it doesn't apply correctly.
Well, Tim says thin your paints.
Well, Tim is wrong.
I have seen that man paint. I don't think he is.
not saying he's wrong in thinning his paints, saying he's wrong in how I thin my paints.
Why is this stuck? Last thing I want to do right now is troubleshoot my airbrush. Let's see, what else? Well, glue is a sticky situation. Yeah.
Thank you, Percusaurus. I knew that's you
or
without
if
even
you
having
could-
to read it.
If you could send me back my bases, that'd be great, because I need them.
You say all your base art belong to us.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I need them.
What's kind of
Tristan's
funny is,
working on his Repentia. Nice. I'm excited to see how those are coming out.
you know what's kind of funny about all your base art belong to us, Scott? We're on like the younger side for getting that meme. Like,
Correct.
that meme was mostly on its way out by the time we got to the internet.
How does that make you feel, Brendan?
In this case, not very old.
Oh, well, that's a nice
Because-
change of pace.
I don't know. Because it wasn't our meme. Though I did see ASDF Movies just released a new episode recently. That made me feel old.
Oh,
Yeah. Apparently they've still
Huh.
they put out like one a year or something.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I until it popped up in my recommendations. And I was like, there's no way. Surely there's no way.
What do you mean?
But sure enough.
I mean is everybody do the flop.
Die, potato. No!
Not today.
Jeff does say the trick is actually to thicken your paint, and I'm with Jeff on this one.
Well, the Colorado Air will do that well enough, don't you worry. That or the not properly sealing your Games Workshop bottles.
I feel like my bottles all last. Everyone complains about them, but I've never had any significant issues. Even the major paints I use have at least lasted me a few years.
Yeah, I've never. I mean, there'll be occasion where, especially when I was just getting started, that the paint will get gunk up the lid, so it won't close properly.
Yeah, but I
But-
feel like even then it still creates a pretty good seal. Like that happens to me pretty often, but also the trick there is just to close the bottle after you get the paint out. Like a lot of people leave them open, and that's really where it starts to get sloppy. Or just like what I tend to do is I just open it about halfway, just if I can. There's like stuff on that little catch thing. I'm sure it has a name in the
The
bottle.
lid.
Well, you know what I mean. The little lip in the lid.
The lid.
No, it's not the lid. It's the lip.
The lid.
I'll come over there. Don't you
Father,
think
help.
for a second? Even Tristan said, "Father, help." Brachiosaurus, I think you've used that one before. That or I saw it somewhere else recently. I'm 95% it was you. You are the hunter of my nightmares with puns.
Good.
Okay, this blue's coming on pretty good.
Somebody's got to keep you on your toes. There we go.
But I don't want to.
Alright, that was weird, but we're good now. The airbrush is degunked.
Are you sure? Is it degunked or degunked?
I don't know. I did see a gonk droid yesterday.
Really?
Yes. So at the I was volunteering at a museum yesterday. They were having like a day to talk about a space launch system, also known as Artemis. And it's a little well, not little. It's like a full-size hangar, and they have a B-1 Lancer in there. But it's Air and Space Museum up in Denver. But they also have a full-size X-wing,
Keep forgetting about that.
and they also have a full-size Anakin's pod racer. And next to all that was just a random gonk droid.
Well, you know, the hero of the franchise.
Never disrespect gonk.
someone has the flyable X-wing, but I can't remember who.
I think that's at the like the one that Boeing made for the Disney opening party thing.
Yeah, I thought it was in a museum now.
I think that's at the Udvar Hazy Center in DC. Well, I guess technically outside of DC, but
There, most things in DC are actually outside of DC.
yeah,
The
except for
Pentagon.
like the the main Air and Space Museum is inside of DC, but the big Air and Space Museum is not in DC.
In Dayton, Ohio.
No, it is in. I think it counts as Reston. It's by the airport. Dulles, by Dulles. That's it.
I think a lot of people actually underestimate how small DC is. Who just snorted? Oh, Augie, did you? Oh, you reverse sneezing? It's okay, buddy.
Oh, jeez, Bubbo.
It's okay. I hear like this. I was like, what was that? No, it's just my dog. He's fine. He's not in trouble. He's just gets the reverse sneezes. He gets very excited about his peanut butter.
Fair.
Scott's seen it.
I feel that.
Remember we went hiking with them, Scott?
I did. And he ate all the dandelions.
He did.
Arya
was living her best life. She loved that. She likes being outside. Augie's an inside dog. He likes being inside more than he likes being outside. But he'll go outside and enjoy himself every once in a while. He just gets over it much sooner than she does.
That's fair. That's her. Like it likes her little outdoor adventures. But she also likes being a pampered indoor princess.
There was one time during a stream I was producing or something. This was recently. And I went out there to so I let her out, so I went out to bring her back in because I hadn't heard anything. And she was just sitting out there, sunbathing, looked at me, made no attempt to move. I was like, all right, I guess you're good then.
Oh yeah, she also likes to sit on that little chair in the sunroom.
Okay, she did that to me one time. And I feel kind of bad about it. Because, she was... Because, so I did grow up... Yeah, you call it the sunroom. Where I grew up, we called it a Florida room. Because it got hot in there. But my house growing up had a Florida room. And I have not lived in a house with a sunroom, Florida room in a long time. So I forgot that we needed to open the second door when I let her out one time. And she got on that chair and just sat on it and stared at me. And I was like, go outside.
Wait a minute. There seems to be a physics issue here.
And I went to the... I was like, do you not want to go outside? So I went to the door and I let her in. And she came in. And I was like, all right, fine. And then she started hitting the door again. So I opened it again. And she'd go out and she'd sit in that chair and just stare at me. And I was like, okay, you're really not... It took 2 or 3 times where I realized oh, the sliding door isn't open.
Wait a minute.
She didn't
There's a second passage.
Okay, but she never went and stood by the sliding door. That's the thing. If she had just done that, I would have put the pieces together. But no.
Sounds like a big ask.
She just stared at me like a creep from the window. Which, to be fair, there have been other times where she has just done that, even with the door open. It's why? What are we doing here, dog? Walk me through this.
Then she's like, walk?
Sure. One of the big things I remember from basic training was a lot of times you see the movies, the drill sergeants are always why did you do that? And then I don't want excuses. The exact opposite was true. They were look, I can't fix you if I don't know what's wrong with your thinking process.
What is actually wrong with you?
Yeah. Which was somehow more insulting, but also more helpful, so It's just like, okay. It's like, okay, I see what you're getting at here. Hurtful, but you have a point.
I was built different. Wrong, even.
And there was one time, towards the end of our training, we had like we had cadets come out, and then we had recent graduates of like the infantry officer school who were like waiting to leave. So they're like, oh, go let them lead recruits for a weekend. That'll be fun.
Nothing could go wrong here.
They found. We had a guy in my platoon who like had a very weird accent. I don't even remember exactly what it was anymore, but it was very weird. It was hard to place. If I remember correctly, I think his dad was in like the Spanish army at one point, like as an officer, but it didn't sound remotely Spanish. It was just weird. But of course, they found the infantry officer with the weirdest accent, and they were like, "Oh, hey." And they found him. They're like, "You're going to be like his liaison. You're going to help him for this whole weekend." And I remember I was close by because they started to talk to each other, and it was like they could barely understand each other. No one else could understand them. It was a fascinating 15 minutes before they were like, "All right, joke's done."
Nah, that's leadership right there. I'll be honest.
Drill sergeants just like to have fun with you at certain points. I know, because you have student platoon leaders, and
right.
So for I think it was first platoon, they kept trying to find the weirdest person they could to be the platoon leader for a day. Like at one point, they found the shortest dude, who was 4 foot and nothing, who barely qualified to be in the army. They made him the platoon leader because you couldn't see him if he wasn't directly in front of everyone.
So he can sneak up on you.
Is this the one? That's the main one I remember. Then they went through 2 or 3 other people. They were like, "Yeah, that's funny. Keep doing that."
Tristan has an important question for you.
You what?
Tristan has important questions for you.
Well, first of all, that's an Arya in the window. And if I told you how much we have spent on her over the course of her lifetime, not including food, you wouldn't want her. Actually, no, including food, because she has a special diet. Because she has a very special bladder that will explode if we don't give her the right food.
Literal, just like SpongeBob exploding pies, just boom.
Kinda, yeah. She gets
It's you, me, and this brick wall you built between us.
And if a friend expected me to just explode, well, that would just be A-okay. Or whatever he says. It's oddly specific and he has no idea what's happening. But no, she gets...
So, $3 maybe? Is what you're saying?
No. We love her. Augie, though. Augie... I'll pay you.
Alright, you heard him, Tristan. Come on over.
Actually, real talk, yesterday, he was really cute. I was in the office till 9 o'clock or so. And I came out and went in the bedroom, and my wife was just like, shh. I'm like, what? And she's like, look. Or I was like, where's Augie? And she's like, look. And she had a blanket, and he was curled up under it, and he slowly came out and stuck his head out. And that was adorable.
Bobby. But hi, Tim. What are you working on tonight?
It's Tim, the tool man Taylor. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to say that.
Has it been approximately 17 seconds?
No, it's been basically since we met Tim.
Oh.
Yeah. Word association has just been in the back of my head literally every time I see this man.
Just waiting. Menacingly.
Yeah, for real though. this, but like unironically. Oh. Tim's just hanging out.
Many bases. So many bases.
I don't even want to think about all the bases I need to put stuff on. Actually, that's a great segue, Scott, because we currently have a vote up. Were you aware?
No. What do you mean we have a vote up? A vote up for what?
We have a vote on the channel to decide what I'm going to base in.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be much more malicious.
Not yet. You give me time. We have to do those certain votes here in a week. 2 weeks. I need to get those scheduled. Oh no, that's next week, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and send this in the chat. So if you guys haven't voted, be sure to do so. Should take you to it. Yeah.
Where can people find that vote?
They can find it in the chat or just on our YouTube post channel. It is actually, in fact, not in our Discord.
Oh, which we do have, by the way.
Which we do have in
Links
Discord.
in the description below.
If you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord. But
do the thing.
Also, you get a say in how I should base these guys. Because I don't really have any ideas. And I need to order more stuff from Geek Gaming Scenics. So, I figured I would let you guys choose. You've got until, let's say, next week. Like next week, I should be able to order it.
What are the current candidates?
We have a couple lovely Tomb World options, which is kind of like a, dark dirt kind of thing, but they have little pieces of glass put in it. So we have one in green and one in fuchsia. You can have a green and kind of a reddish purple mixed in, which I think would look really cool.
Nothing says 40k like dark dirt.
Yeah. We have pine forest. We have a pine forest blend, which I think looks real nice, and it's, what it says on the tin. It's green with earthy undertones. And then finally, we have what Geek Gaming Scenics has called Altair Earth, which is a kind of like very reddish purple, like the dirt itself is kind of a reddish purple. It looks like he's got either dark purple or like black, kind of like bigger rocks in it. And that one I think looks pretty neat as well.
All right. Let me know how you like those products. I'm always down to try new products.
I mean, I have used their Grimdark Urban before. That's what's on all my Night Lords, actually. Which is actually what I need to order more of, because I'm pretty low. It's getting very just kind of dusty at this point. There's not a lot of little rocks left. So all my demons and Night Lords are in that. So it's the same thing. Like I said, I like it. I think it's pretty neat. Crag Blue paper. I definitely recommend them. I mean, it's kind of pricey, because I guess I ship over from the UK too. But I do like that it's kind of pre-made with some wargaming ideas in mind. Because a lot of times you can find stuff, but it tends to be focused around like dioramas. So a lot of times it has pretty big rocks in it, which aren't really usable for bases like this. So these they keep the rocks relatively small. There's some bigger ones, but they're relatively small. What else? They also have like sci-fi options. Like obviously, Altair Earth is very sci-fi. The Tomb World ones are inspired by Necrons. But they also have like Mars mixes that have a very nice red. They actually have a few different ones. They have some that are kind of more realistic, some more subdued, all the way up to ones based on Total Recall, which I think is funny. It's a very like bright orangey Mars red, which I thought was quite neat.
I've actually not seen Total Recall, so.
Scott, we're gonna have a movie night. Chat.
We can.
I don't know if you were here. I think this might have been on last week, but Scott hasn't seen Aliens, and I'm going to make him.
Literally the only Alien movie I haven't seen. I've seen literally every other one, including Alien vs. Predator.
How, Scott?
Both of them.
literally how? Like
You know, I don't know. Oh,
it.
nope, that's a lie, because I think I also said this last week. I haven't seen Alien Romulus yet.
I mean, that's fair, but like Alien, yeah, Aliens is very popular. Like I would argue it's more popular than the initial movie. Not saying it's better or anything like that, but I feel like it's more well known because it's kind of an action horror rather than just pure horror. But even still, like, even if it's not more, it's definitely up there in popularity with the first movie.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have heard it's the best one. I just haven't seen it.
For shame.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've seen Alien 1, 3, 4, AVP, AVP 2, Prometheus.
I haven't
Oh my
seen.
god. So sorry, go ahead.
No. I wanna. Doesn't sound like you're about to go on a
Uh,
rant. I want to hear it.
so a friend of mine in college, we both went to see Prometheus, right? I think we went to go see it together. And she turned to me at the end and said, "Man, I don't know if I liked that. I feel like it was too much like Alien." I told her, just looked at her. It's like it was a prequel. Uh,
Okay, like I get going into the movie and not realizing it because it really wasn't sold as an Alien prequel. It was very
correct.
much marketed as like, kind of in the universe, but its own thing. But there's literally a proto alien in it. There is literally an alien creature.
Yeah, yeah. And she thought they were like copywriting. It's just like, man, they're just like copying straight from this movie. It's like,
It's
I got some spoilers for you.
it's the same director.
The same franchise, even.
What? All right. Ooh.
No.
I have to remember how I do darker skin tones. I don't do those very often. That sounds bad out of context. In context, I don't do them very often just because I don't paint regular faces very often. I do them
Because
occasionally.
your duders are smart and they wear their helmets.
Because, more accurately, because I am afraid of painting faces.
Because your dudes are smart and they wear their helmets.
Yeah, what Scott said. God.
All right. That batch has been varnished. While we wait for it to dry, let's start priming.
Oh boy, here you go, priming again. I thought I had one saved.
Oh boy. All right. Let's see how fast we can paint 75 bases. Well, only 55 right now because I need the. Oh wait, no. Because I have 9 of them here. I only need 6 more. Okay, so not that many. Only 60 something.
Only 60. I mean, actually, to be fair, painting bases is very boring, but it's also not hard. It's just not exciting.
Right. I mean, I have some fun with mine just because, like, I have all like the paper plants and whatnot on it from Green Stuff World, not sponsored, but
Green Stuff World, if you're watching. Also,
but yeah, so I did post it on the Discord of like what my bases look like, and there's a bit into them, but it's a lot of them too. So it does get repetitive after a while.
yeah, that's kind of the main thing is that it's just repetitive. It just takes a while. There's no real quick way to do it outside of batch painting. It doesn't really. Yeah, it just takes a while.
And these little paper plants do add some extra time to it, but I think they look good, so worth. It's gonna look real good on my rampages because it looks like they're just jumping through the forest as they're about to assault gorilla you.
I've been attacked by him. It's not that scary.
Well, now that I know how to actually use them.
I could ask if you wanted a rematch before the tournament. But if I do that, there's a chance I could lose. And then I don't have bragging rights anymore, and I don't think I want that.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just gonna Uno Reverso card you or something on one of these streams where I tell you to bring your list. You think you're gonna face like Bird or something, and then boom, I show up with 150 crew.
What if I show up with 120 Crusaders, which is a thing I can do?
Well, I have a better understanding of how I actually deal with that now.
How do you plan to deal with such situations going forward, Scott? I am curious.
So, I was listening to a guy that actually won a super major with a very similar list, which was, you know, as I mentioned before, was very reassuring because I wasn't sure if in the current meta, the Kroot list actually worked. Especially not without some pieces I didn't have. And this guy made it work. It's like, oh, all right, well, that's reassuring. But I was listening to an interview with him. And a lot of what it is reversing the order on things is, you know, you just kind of, because his win rate against like Blood Angels, which is what your list is very similar to, just from like raw weight of attacks and other shenanigans. But his win rate against them is like 30%, right? Like, it's a hard matchup. But he kind of just sends everything as one giant unit and just has all the rampagers in front and crew talks because it's a lot less efficient to kill them.
Just essentially just gum up the board.
Gum up the board with guerrillas.
I think that's fair. I think it's my list. It would be a little more useful too, just because unlike a Blood Angel's list is going to have a lot of jump pack infantry.
Yes.
And they can fall back and move over models, while mine can't. My list is much more about like, here's, you know, a brick of 20 dudes. Best of luck to you, but which I do like, and I am debating if I want to go to the tournament at the store on the 28th. Augie, are you waiting for her to be done with her Kong so you can come in and steal it?
Well, remember, the day after is our 1-year anniversary, so we are having a special for that, everybody. For those of you who are not tracking, we are doing a little special something for our 1-year anniversary, because that is coming on up.
And while we haven't fully said what it is just yet, I will tell you this. Make sure to watch our posts on the channel, because that will affect what it is long term.
And by that, I think he's trying to say you guys get to vote for shit.
I was trying to be mysterious about that, Scott, but sure, whatever. It's just tell of our secrets. Wait, don't ya?
Brendan's social security number is 1.
Oh, open it. Oh, it's got green on it. Who knows what that's a reference to? Or actually, no. Oh, it's got yellow on it. If anyone knows that reference, it's probably going to be you nerds, but it is also very particular.
For what?
You, it's got yellow on it.
I have no idea what that is.
A reference to something very specific. I'm gonna give the people at home a chance
Very
to answer.
specific reference.
But I mean, it is. Listen here, Tristan. Tristan said, "Vote or another pop quiz." We all make mistakes in the heat of the moment, Jimbo. Alright.
Oh, I believe mine is frozen up. Mine is not updating.
Oh, you're...
Oh, chat.
Oh, no. I've got full chat.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, the last thing I saw on my side was the link that you sent. So I'm like,
Oh.
huh.
Yeah, Tim found out he needed to go see the neck surgeon. I hope it's going good.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, God. I hope everything's okay, Tim.
he did
Hope
say
the
his,
doggos are okay.
yeah, he actually said the doggos are doing good. He said thank you for everyone that asked. Perkysaurus said drown them in Imperial Guard infantry, and then Tristan decided to be a smart aleck. So here we are.
It is favorite activity.
On the list of things that don't surprise me. Look at that. YouTube known issues.
Yeah,
issues
well, I mean, as Tim and Jonathan have learned, the crew bodies are surprisingly tough. Like 20 crew. So Jonathan and I had a little practice game on Thursday, I want to say, last Thursday, and he was like, "Yeah, I should pick up 20 crew with this. This picks up 20 guardsmen, no problem." Oh no! Oh, I didn't even kill a quarter of them. As I laughed maniacally and then ate him, literally.
What was he playing again?
Eldari.
That'll do it.
But,
Eldar
yeah,
hit
it's
hard.
like-
They don't have a lot of attacks.
It's like between the... So on the 20-man squads in particular, between the stealth and the invuln and the feel no pain, yeah, it all adds up. Like, it's just a lot of little things that just make your stuff less efficient.
A lot of little things that just make your opponent not have fun.
I mean, they get to kill a bunch of models. That's
Yeah,
always
no.
fun. Like, they'll still kill models. It'll just be at a slower rate than they anticipated.
Not unless you overkill. That's kind of the thing with Eldars. They do hit really hard, but they don't have a huge number of attacks.
Yeah, that was the main issue he had. Is like his units that should have been able to like deal with the crew just did not have enough hits to deal with like all the overlapping debuffs.
Now, see, the trick is
But then he had a very scary turn 3, and I puckered up. I puckered up bad. It's like, oh no, oh, he's bringing it around.
He's got this. Isn't even his go turn. Now, see, the trick is
But I feel like we
just
both learned from it.
show up
so-
with a unit that has 80 plus attacks, and that just solves most of your problems.
Until the Catan shows up.
Too bad Kroot don't have a Catan yet.
Oh, I mean, that is fair.
I'd say they could eat one, but they actually explode. So
Yeah, that is actually truth.
one of the
Let's see. Oh, that is true. Tristan better be a smart aleck than a dumb aleck. I don't know. I like it. Hey, okay. I did Perky. I knew you would chill like that, but I didn't know you would chill like that. Just saying.
actually,
Fuck you,
Scott,
crude army boxers. I
that
guess
was,
to try his IG for the first time on Saturday. So
oh
good luck.
yay!
Let us know how that goes.
Yeah, we'd love a little after action report.
Sorry, you were
reminded me.
saying, Brenden.
Side note, I've been meaning to tell you. So also, Tim, since you're here, congratulations to you as well. You guys' Sunday stream has been one of our top streams in the last 90 days. So
It is
good
our
job.
5th best stream overall, I believe. 5th or 6th.
That sounds about right. I also noticed that a lot of our top streams are Kroot streams.
I was noticing that trend too. You know what that means?
The people demand Kroot.
The people demand crew.
I don't know why so many of you love the Kroot streams, but you do. For whatever reason, like, especially for how rarely they're played, it definitely is a noticeable thing. That's the word I'm looking for. It's very...
Because there's literally dozens of us and they need more content.
Dozens! Hey, let me pull that up real quick. Let me see if I can find... In the last 90 days, it is the best non-short. Shorts tend to rack up a lot of view hours when they go viral, but they don't count towards anything. It's upsetting. Yep, and it is one of our best. Yeah, should be in 5th. I think it's not fully updated on the times, so it doesn't show it there quite yet, but it should be. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's just count the 40K streams. 1, 2, 3. And we'll count extra life. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So of the 8 of the ones that are on here that aren't Extra Life or Horus Heresy, there are 8. Of those, 2 of them are pure Kroot. And one of them is Tau. I can't remember who was playing the Tau in that particular video. So it was Tau versus Imperial Knights. I can't remember if that was...
I think that was you.
I was going to say, I think that was the one I played Tau on, in which case there were no Kroot. It was just me with Tonks against Imperial Knights, and that was pretty fun. I enjoyed Tau. But yeah, so Kroot make up 25% of our top 8 videos.
Well, you know what that means. We're a Kroot channel now, everybody. Let's go.
We definitely get more comments when you play Kroot. Like you said, there's like a dozen Kroot players, but they're very dedicated. They all want to watch more Kroot content.
Kroot players are very passionate about Kroot, especially because they used to have one of those things that used to have a lot more support and are starting to come back, but
I mean, they've also always had the most support out of any of the auxiliaries, so, you know, they've always been up there in popularity.
Well, yeah, but they used to have Narlox and Greater Narlox and Narlock Riders, and used to have like a little sub-codex through White Dwarf.
Remember when you tried to bring a bunch of Legends Kroot for a tournament, and then Sean said no and crushed your dreams?
I don't know if Sean, because I thought that was a Legends tournament.
No, I don't think it was that one. There was one before that. There was the Legends tournament, which I remember because I won. That helps.
Oh, right. I might have been out of town for that.
Yeah, I think you were. Yeah, that one I remember because I won, so that's the only tournament I've won, so it's easy to remember. Easy for me to remember. Yeah, it was one before that. I want to say it was the, was it the one you were supposed to intentionally play bad, I think?
No, it might have been, because I missed that one too. It might have been the doubles.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. So I remember you like being like, Sean, if I can play Legends, I will order it right now. And he was like, no. And you're like, well, that's fine.
Why? Why do you hate me, Sean?
Sean used to be a lot more competitive in 9th edition. In 10th, he's mellowed out a lot and been like, no, send it. Yeah, because that was the other
more
thing.
narrative events now.
Yeah. Which is fair. Also, when we were trying to be super competitive in 9th, all that happened is that people came down from Denver and bullied us and took our money. No shade on everyone at Denver at all. They're fun people to play against. They really are.
They're very strong players.
Yes, they take competitive very seriously. Yeah. Let's put it this way. Some of the players that used to come down.
Horde versus Horde stream would take 17 years.
What?
Tim says we'd have a Horde versus Horde stream. Which...
Welcome to our second 24-hour stream.
Yeah,
Star will.
so that is something that we can do, but it's something where both players need to really know their armies.
Hey, hear me out.
Otherwise, it will be 17 hours.
Hear me out. We live stream campaign for North Africa.
God. Doesn't that take literal weeks to play?
I think if you play... Okay, so one, I don't think there's ever been a confirmed case of anyone actually playing the whole game through. And two,
Okay.
I think someone did the math where you played like... I don't think it was even every week. I want to say it might have been every other week, but it could have been every week. If you played every other week for a few hours a day, it would take literal years. Like, here, let me see if I can pull it up. Maybe some other Wikipedia page where they have the exact quote. That game is so in the weeds. It has the Italian army has to have extra water to account for them being able to boil their pasta.
Huh.
Okay, so the last line of the Wikipedia page for the little like opening part is that with 10 recommended players and an estimated so it has 10 recommended players and an estimated total playtime of 1,500 hours.
Oh my god.
It says the game could not be fully play tested before release, and it is unknown if a game has ever been completed. Though it does state there is a citation needed, so that is unsighted. Let me see if I can find the thing where someone did the math. Publication history.
Oh, Perky has posted their list on the Discord. I will
Ooh.
go look at that once I'm done with this coat of paint.
All right, I will get it back to painting as soon as I find this, because now I need to find it. Someone called the, quote, arcane complexity of the game, quote, transparently absurd. So at pointing out the example that each turn, every unit loses 3% of its fuel due to evaporation, except for British units, which lose 7% because historically they use 50-gallon drums instead of jerry cans.
Huh. This has very big cones of Dunshire energy.
I mean, it does say, quote, he admitted that due to its complexity, the campaign for North Africa will seduce new players for the rest of time. There's another one.
Yeah, it's like there's a trend on Board Game Geek where more complex games are always going to be rated higher than less complex games.
There's a quote in here that says, balance. Who cares? To survive is to win. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's Augie. Really came onto the camera to steal the Kong and then ran away. Arya, you fool! You walked away from your Kong. It's his Kong now.
All right, but Jeff, if you're still here, the people demand it. How many poxwalkers you got, boy?
I don't even think Jeff has enough can do the full like Poxwalker list. Pretty sure he's talked about this.
I think. Well, I thought for that he actually had to borrow my Zombicide stuff.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Hold on. This is gonna like mess me for the rest of the night. There's 100 turns.
Don't worry, everybody. Only what is that? 15 more bases to prime for the first coat.
Did he steal your comm? I know. He stole
And
it.
if not even Matt Colville will do it. That means there's a possible market niche. All right, Brennan, go buy it.
There's a chance.
Actually, you know what's a game that I've been wanting to play lately that I don't even own though?
What?
Twilight Imperium.
Oh, I've played that.
It's a lot of fun. I once got complained about on Reddit for it.
Why?
In college, I made a tabletop gaming. I'm not exactly a friend, especially after this incident, but like a person that I'd like hang out with, like a tabletop gaming peer, right?
An acquaintance.
Acquaintance, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. All right, so we played X-Wing on occasion, and it was National Board Game Day coming up. So he's like, "Hey, we're gonna go play Twilight Imperium. Do you want to join?" So me and my girlfriend and a friend of ours all went to play, and it was like a big 10-player game, and we formed the Coalition of Incompetent Systems.
Yeah.
Because we had no idea what we were doing. We lost terribly. Eventually, we were going to like turn on each other, but our friend was like between both of us, and he just like whiffed every single roll. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't get anything to work. So we just kind of felt bad, and it's like, all right, we're just gonna go that way.
The game just refused to cooperate.
Fast forward to like a week later, and my girlfriend at the time was like, "Hey, somebody's complaining about us on Reddit, I think." So they went on Reddit and complained after about how we didn't attack each other and how we formed a coalition of incompetent systems.
Oh. I mean, I'm not very.
They never mentioned that we also did not win, but I think that was beside the point.
Is there some gentleman's rule about not attacking each other?
Not that we were told that. We were told we could do whatever we want, and diplomacy is encouraged. So, like, all right.
Say less.
Diplomacy? We don't know what we're doing. We're going to team up together and not kick the piss out of each other until later. Then later never came.
I have a plan. I have a plan for a ruse. A cunning ruse. That's funny, though. I don't think I've ever seen a post about myself on Reddit. I see the occasional post for something I was involved in, but nothing that I did.
I've seen myself posted about twice on Reddit. Once was our Tinder, and I don't even remember what it was for.
Oh. Okay.
It's like, wait a minute, that's me!
What did I do wrong?
Luckily, I believe if I remember correctly, the title was something along the lines of "Tinder has me dying," so they thought it was funny at least.
One hopes in a good way. Well, maybe not that good of a way, actually, if they're posting it. Oh, Tim just yells into the void whenever he loses on stream.
Otherwise known as MySpace.
Yeah, the void.
The void. I wonder what was the name of the guy that made MySpace that we're all friends with by default?
I see some people have his, that's their avatar on Reddit sometimes. I see it every once in a while.
Wonder how he's doing.
I don't know. I don't know how Mike Zuckerberg's doing, but I think the guy who invented MySpace is doing better than he is, at least mentally.
Mentally, yes. Financially, no. But, you know, it's hard to understand the mind of a lizard person.
But lizard man. He's more lizard than man. I'm gonna get another coat. I'll get another coat of flesh tones. Flesh tones. Hey, are you? Can I help you?
All right, the black is done.
Is it?
Whoa. Yes. Now I need to go back and do it all in gray.
Your base scheme sounds way more complicated than it needs to be. All right. Night, Tim. Thanks for hanging out.
Have a good night, Tim. Thanks for joining.
Always nice to see you guys.
It's not. It's very easy to assembly line is the thing. So like, and it looks pretty decent too. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know that counts for something.
I wanted to have like a nice jungle basis for my dudes, because them being jungle fighters has always been part of their lore in my head. So
Christmas.
Not Quimus.
Seems a little Christmassy.
Well, you know.
Wee Christmas.
Wee bit Christmassy.
So
it's a very festive lot. What can I say?
So. Yeah, you're saying about jungles.
But yes. So I wanted to do jungle bases because jungles has always been like part of their headcanon for me and their lore. So it's the results are more impressive than the effort it takes to do them. So I like it.
Well, that's good. All right. Let's see. This went a little bit faster than I anticipated. That's fine. That's what we have Drakenhof Nightshade for. I need a new dedicated brush. A new dedicated brush for shading. I guess I can use this cheap little crappy starter brush.
Shade brush, if you will.
Shut up, Scott.
Why do you hate me?
Look at me, brother. Acknowledge me.
Brother.
Perky Source says they played Gangs of Night City recently. They're like a skirmish game set in Cyberpunk. I think it sounds right.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I'm pretty sure.
Actually, wait. Okay, yeah, I have heard of that.
I mean, Night City.
But is that fun? Because I do like Cyberpunk settings. I have not actually beaten the new Cyberpunk video game, but I can assure you, I cried like a baby for the show. So that's something, right?
There's a show.
The Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Never seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
It was like a big cultural touchstone for a couple weeks there.
Was it? I
Yeah.
Never heard of it. Never.
It's real good. It's very good. It was very well done anime.
What was it? What was it released on?
Show. It's just an anime. It's a very good show. It's just, you know, it's an anime style.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's a very good show. I do recommend it.
What was it released on?
Netflix.
See, what you gotta remember is I haven't had Netflix for a while. I literally got it again for the first time like a few weeks ago because the new Bridgerton season came out and my wife didn't give me a choice.
Well, while you're there, you can also watch Cyberpunk and Arcane, another wildly successful show on Netflix.
Yeah, Arcane I have heard of. Arcane, that's the one based off the video game, right? I forget which.
On League of Legends.
League of Legends. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that one.
It is. I played League of Legends like once. I'm not good at it. The show is fantastic, though.
I have heard the show's really good, but isn't it like very...
Tempted me for 17 seconds to play League of Legends again. It's like, no, wait, that's how they get you.
What's the name? It's a certain style. It's like Magitech, right?
Magitech is one of the things in it, yes.
Yeah. I really don't like that. Like I would bounce off. I bounce off like fantasy in modern settings pretty hard. I won't even lie.
I feel like it's not really modern. It's more like a steampunk kind of era.
I don't know. It's not my thing. Are you guys running around? Oh, are you playing? Okay. I hear Augie like thump, 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 in the background. Some people say shades aren't for flat surfaces. I say they can be. You just gotta be quick and don't let it pull it down very fast. Yeah, I'm curious. What's old Perkysaurus's list? I don't mind Eberron. You got me there, Tristan.
I don't know. Hold on. I'm still getting things out of the airbrush rack so I can rack up the next paint.
Where's Jonathan when you need him?
Flute choir.
Oh, that's right. He does have that. How dare he have hobbies outside of ours?
How dare he ignore us? Why doesn't he love us?
I mean, it's not like he was on the stream very often before that, though.
He's been making guest appearances at the end once he's back home.
He does. I mean, yeah, he has been after the thing. When he's on, we should ask about the progress on his Bronze Age army.
How's the progress on your Bronze Age army?
I didn't buy one. He did.
Did he actually, though?
Yeah, he says he did.
Bullying him until he does.
No, he says he did.
Oh.
I mean, he still might not have actually done it, but he said he did it. I think I don't know if he did it that night, but he might have. I can't prove he didn't. Can't prove he did, but I also can't prove the negative. Negatives, famously, very hard to prove. That's why you don't see them in cameras anymore.
It's also why you don't have the negative confirmation that the game's never been that game's never been completed.
There you go. Sometimes trying to explain how research works gives me an aneurysm.
Well, you and every scientist in the world.
It's really not that hard. If you have two things of research that say different things, you look to one, what has the greater body of evidence, and then two, are there any particular flaws in one of their methodologies? It's not hard.
Sounds weird. Sounds fake.
How many replication?
Let's make the pyramids.
How many replication resources has it done? None. That's debatable. A lot. You know it's got pretty good odds.
Alright. Let's take, while I wait for this to dry, let's go take a look at Perky's list. Measure God.
Okay, yeah, that's coming out much darker with the wash, which makes sense. I might have to go over a little bit to clean up once the wash dries, but that's pretty normal. I probably could have started with the Cantor Blue. I might try that on the Infernus Marines. When I get those, speaking of Jonathan, when I get those Infernus Marines from him, or from you, whichever's faster at this point. Actually, I'm probably just going to make him do it, because I was just going to order them, because they're really cheap. Like, they're easy to get. Infernus Marines are really easy to get more of, because there's a lot of them out right now. You know, a lot of people got them with the Leviathan box, and then a lot of people got them with the Combat Patrol thing. A lot of people got them with the the actual Combat Patrol. Like, it's really...
they only really work in like specific lists, right? Like they're very good for like salamander styles lists, but
Yeah. I mean, like, look at the assault interest. You can get them in the starter box too, which also makes them pretty easy to get a hold of. But yeah, like you said, they don't work in as many lists. Because like you had assault intercessors last edition, which were basically the same thing. They were push to fit. You could get them basically anywhere, or basically everywhere, and even they were still pretty cheap for most of the edition. But now, but yeah, they have the same thing, but they're not as useful, so they're even easier to get a hold of.
right, is your body ready?
Yes, my body is ready.
All right, so character 1 and the Warlord is Ursula Creed, probably the Castellan Creed model if I had to guess. And then character number 2 is Acadian Castellan, followed by Acadian Castellan, followed by Acadian Castellan, followed by Acadian Command Squad, followed by Acadian Command Squad, followed by, oh god, how many are there? Okay, 3 Acadian Command Squads.
And so you can have up to 3 of each, baby.
So 3 Acadian Command Squads, 3 Acadian Castellans, and Ursula Creed. That's like the HQ section. So that's really good, like order support and everything. Because the
detachment
Castellans
Grizzled
can
Company.
do what? 2 orders?
What's the detachment?
It actually doesn't say.
Oh.
So let us know, Perky.
I thought Grizzled Detachments gave you an extra order, or Grizzled Veterans gave you an extra order too. Correctly.
Yeah. Then
I think Castellans can give out 2. So I think Base Command Squad gives out 1, Castellans give out 2, Special Characters give out 3. He says it is Grizzled. That makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's right. Castellans give out 2.
Yeah, it goes up by 1 per like elite, or like the more elite it is, the more orders it gets. Anyway, you were saying?
And then we have 20-man Acadian shock troops, followed by 20 more Acadian shock troops, followed by 20 more, and then another 20, and then another. Oh god, how many are there? Okay, there's 6 of them, I think.
Yep, pretty normal.
Let's see.
It's
1,
comically easy
2,
to run.
3,
maximum
4, 5. So 6 20-man Acadian shock troops for Terror, 10 Death Corps Krieg, 20 Death Corps Krieg, and then another 10 Death Corps Krieg. Okay. 3x3 Acadian heavy weapons teams with mortars.
Mm-hmm.
Kazakrin.
Is it all infantry?
Yes, it is.
Oh, my man needs more artillery. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let me pull this up real quick.
Honestly, it seems good to me. Like, this is kind of similar to the list that won LVO last year, in the fact that there's just so many dang bodies. Like, good luck trying to get through it.
Side note, because of like the entire screen is white, like my face is significantly brighter looking at this than it was previously.
I will warn you though that I think you're gonna accidentally make a lot of charges a lot easier for your opponent, because you're gonna bow the table in and all the models are going to start to coalesce towards your guardsmen.
Oh, it's a black hole list. Everything just slowly comes in. That's a lot of guardsmen. I respect it. And the fact that is this your all metal list you said? Yeah, it's all metal guard models. Oh, bless.
Hashtag blessed. We're blessed. By Perky.
This list is literally, hey, did you bring enough attacks to deal with me? No? Shame.
No, I'm almost out of gloves. Uh-oh.
That's actually fantastic, Perky. You need to give us a little after-action report when you're done. I need to see how this goes. 7 characters.
Yeah, I will say, the one downside is that taking Assassinate and Call the Horde is probably a pretty easy thing to Probably easy sell for your opponent.
Probably.
However, I rebuttal that with good luck.
Rebuttal that with, this is a tournament. You don't have enough time.
I'm assuming it's not. I don't think they said anything about a tournament, but
I don't think it is either. But also, actually, Perky, real quick, are you just not running any characters with the Death Core? You wouldn't be able to attach into them. Let's see. So what could you? Yeah, you have enough.
I mean, do they get any buffs for? Because none of their buffs are contingent on a character being attached, correct?
Not really. It just makes it more convenient to have an order nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think things will be nearby.
That's fair. And yeah, he's gonna have a lot of orders. So we got 3 command squads. That's 6. 3 Castellans. They have 3 each. 15. Creed has base 3, so I think she's up to 4. That's 22 orders. I think that's more orders than he has other units.
It's good to have redundancy.
I think. Hold on. Because he's maxed on Cadian shock troops, right? So that's 6. He's got 2 units, or 3 units of Death Corps. That's 9. 3 Cadian heavy weapons team. That's 12. 3 Kazarkin. That's 15. He has 7 more orders to give than he has units on the board. That's actually fantastic. I love that. I'm looking forward to this. Jeff, your opinion doesn't matter. You can only put Shadow Swords in GSC. We've discussed this. I feel like Jeff is kind of a bad day away from starting a GSC army now.
Now that he knows the true power of the Shadow Sword.
I think we could talk him into it. I really think we could talk him into it.
I do have to ask though, what do we think the over-under is of the next reveal being a large guard tank?
So, Valrak says, rumor has it, is some kind of scout tank and or vehicle. He said he wasn't entirely sure if it's supposed to be 2 vehicles or 1. He heard something about a half track.
Isn't Baneblade technically a scout vehicle?
I don't know if that's actual. I think that might be mostly fan, like, jokey lore.
Yeah, I don't know if that's fanon or not.
Yeah. It might also be not so much fanon, just as someone that got mentioned and people kind of run away with it. Kind of like the, what's it called? In Gaunt's Ghosts, 2 of the dudes talk about, like, oh, they found an STC and got a whole planet. But it's just, like, 2 regular dudes. So, like, it's 2 dudes, like 2 dudes in, like, the Gaunt's Ghost unit, just, like, kind of, like, talking to each other. So we have no idea how true. Yeah, it could be. They could, like, it's a rumor they heard in the Guard. There's literally this thing in the real world military called the Private News Network for, like, stuff that goes around with, like, no basis whatsoever, or very little basis in reality. But everyone, like, takes that literally, and they're like, oh, yeah, if you find an STC, the Imperium will grant you a planet. Like, no, that's not how evidence works. These are 2 dudes that might have not actually know what they're talking about. But yes. Oh, Jeff says he's planning to.
Ooh, new year, new army. It's time for terrorism.
Tristan says he wants a super heavy for core GSC. Okay, hear me out, Tristan. What? Assuming this isn't what you just said, which is possible, simply possible. Actually, I think it's exactly what I think it is. Yeah, the giant excavator. That would be a fantastic super heavy.
Just
that is immediately
things in melee.
That's immediately.
Move, but they build it with a giant arm that hinges.
It moves very slowly.
Over the scale of a game, it doesn't move, but it can turn 360 degrees and lower the arm.
I support this action, Tristan. Surely someone sells a scale model of this.
You could always house rule something.
Hey, look at that. A Lego version. Okay, here we go. Instead of improved deep strike, it's just also a transport with a stupid number of dudes in it. They're just like
carries the dudes in the buckets.
No, it doesn't carry the dudes in buckets. They're swinging around of it, Pirates of the Caribbean style.
Or Mad Max.
Or Mad Max, same thing. Same, you get the general concept here. Go away, liquor. Not looking for official art. I'm just looking. I just want to look at this thing in all of its engineering glory. Beautiful. So massive. I love it. That would actually be fantastic. I fully support this action. The Codex Astartes supports this action. I need to get a new bottle of Adrax. Both of these, I think, are a little poop. This one I can probably just toss out because it's like barely. It's still going. Alright. Justin does say he has an STL save. If only we knew someone with a 3D printer.
That works.
That works.
You know Jeff's dad.
Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that was really close.
Father-in-law.
Ooh. I don't know if you guys saw that on stream, but I had the lid open. I about turned it over to shake it. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that could have been bad. Disaster averted, chat. Back here with the dry brush and just very. Actually, I guess I have to wet it slightly. Just get off those cooler areas.
So many bases.
You did this to yourself. You have literally no one but yourself to blame.
It's okay. We're coming along great.
You wanted to play the funny haha meme list.
Well, none of you held me back, so here we are.
You were in Virginia when you decided to go all in on this list. This has been a problem.
No, because I asked about a month ago. I was like, do we think I should go all Kroot? Or should I go Retaliation Cadre? And you're all like, oh, go all Kroot. It's like, you know what?
Okay. Hold on. That is correct. A month ago, you asked about this specific tournament. However, our answers were already primed because you have spent literal years building an Oops All Kroot list. This entire edition, that has been your thing.
There's no oops about it, I'll tell you that.
There was literally no world that at that point we would have chosen any different. And you knew that. You knew that before you asked us.
No, that's just bad press. Doesn't tell me when to stop.
You were looking for an excuse. You weren't looking for a decision. You wanted us to say it so you could say that we chose this for you. I know what you were doing.
Nah, that sounds like poppycock to me.
I don't believe you. All right, what was Jeff saying? He said, what if it's the giant plague tank? I forget what it's called. Had like 2 or 4 giant tanks full of whatever. It would spew like a flamethrower. Doesn't that exist? I forget what it's called. The Kim tank. There's a Kim tank in Guard. That's a like
the Hellhound.
Yeah, it's like a
Hound.
specific version of the Hellhound. Because there's 3 different versions, or at least there used to be. Each different weapon system had a different name. I think the Hellhound is the actual flamer one. Hold on, I gotta look this up. We gotta bring this stream to a crushing halt.
The other option, though, I will say, Tristan, are you familiar with the end of the Incredibles movie?
The Underminer.
The Underminer!
Excuse me. The end of the Incredibles movie and the start of Incredibles 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot Incredibles 2 starts right at the end of that.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. They kind of built it up at the end. They're like, oh, wow, cool. They couldn't just not show it. If they skipped over that, people would be very upset.
That is fair. I remember, because you do fight the Underminer in the Incredibles tie-in video game.
Oh.
Well, actually, the I don't know if it counts as a tie-in, because it starts at the end of the Incredibles movie.
I mean, it's still a tie-in. It's just like a sequel tie-in, I guess.
Yeah. Excuse me, like a dog?
But yeah.
I remember nothing about it. I remember I enjoyed the movie for Incredibles 2. But that is the extent of what I remember.
I think I remember most of it. Because it's focused on Mrs. Incredible. Kind of starts doing her own thing. So Mr. Incredible kind of becomes a stay-at-home dad. And he's not happy about it. But he does it anyway. Because he's a good man. Okay, that's why I looked it up.
Because he loves wife.
Exactly. Okay, yeah. So in this edition, they're all under the Hellhound like actual rule sheet, and just the weapons options are just different weapons options. But they do actually have names in lore. So
Yeah.
The Devil Dog is the one with 2 melta-cannons, and the Bane Wolf is the one with the Kim cannon. I think Jeff is essentially recommending that, but Bane Blade size.
I mean, he's onto something. Or, hear me out, Malkador.
Plague Reaper. I've never heard of that. There's so much like random stuff that used to be on Forge World.
Yeah, you can usually find recasts for them.
True.
At least for all the Forge World stuff.
Alright, so the Plague Reaper is a type of super heavy tank used by Nurgle-affiliated Chaos forces. It is a corrupted Baneblade. It is a gurgling, clouded fortress of pestilence and disease. Huge vats of slime are mounted on the back of the vehicle. Here, let me see if I can pull this up on the stream real quick. Make this its own thing.
On screen.
So you guys can't see all my tabs. I have a thing, I thought.
Oh.
Discord.
Oh, cool. Landed up right.
I do have that. Sweet. Give me a second. Let me switch that over. I'm kind of a little bit at a pausing point. I could start doing some other metallics. I'm not sure I really want to. Let me see if I can pull this up. Hey, there we go. This is the Plague Reaper. This is what Jeff was talking about. When it says 2 giant vats of chemicals, it's not joking.
I do not see it on stream yet.
Give it. Oh,
live.
There's a delay, Scott. You gotta.
No, but it's a couple seconds.
Why are you so impatient? It is as horrifying as one would imagine.
Go. Oh, okay. I've seen that before.
That does look like 40k scale, so it's not like an epic one. Actually, I can tell you it's not epic.
I think that's just a conversion somebody made of the Baneblade, though. I don't think that was an official kit.
It says it's the source is in Apocalypse 2000 from 2007 and page 172. So if anyone has this book, I mean, it showed up in the official rule book.
Oh yeah, but like back then they used to put out rules for things that you had to convert.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
So, like, the Parasite of Mortrex was actually in the fourth or fifth edition Tyranid Codex, but they took it out because there wasn't a scope for it, because it was supposed to be an exercise for the viewers at home, but for the readers at home. But then other companies like, oh, we'll make it, and then they got upset.
Yeah, that's the story kind of behind Fourth World USA, another company, which even made Titans, and our store actually used to have one. I think it finally sold, but it sat in the case.
Armorcast?
Yeah, Armorcast was the other company. It was like Forge World USA and Armorcast. Scott, you played with that one.
That was fun.
This is the Capital Imperialis. If I remember correct, this is a transport that it can transport 4 Leman Russ battle tanks.
Hell yeah.
Or actually, wait, hold on. I misread that. Wait. Let's scroll down a little bit so you guys can see it. That 80 meters long, 15 meters tall, 67,000 tons. It rivals a Titan in size. Has 6 void shield generators. Has a massive turret on the prow. Have a doomsday cannon. A defense laser, or the quote massive behemoth cannon, so large that 4 Leman Russ battle tanks could fit within its barrel.
Oh.
The concussive force of firing the behemoth cannon can knock nearby troops off their feet and cause avalanches. While a single hit can kill thousands of enemy soldiers and vehicles, throwing them hundreds of meters into the air and producing a huge mushroom cloud. The secondary weapon includes bolters. Hundreds of bolters.
Hundreds.
The hull
bolters,
can...
brothers.
This is probably the most 40k sentence in here, though. It says, and the hull can be electrically charged to repel boarders. Okay, within its
fair.
Within its massive hull, the Capital Imperialis can carry 2 full companies of Imperial Guard, whether infantry or tanks.
Yeah, I think I've seen somebody actually like make one of these. Like I haven't seen it in person, but I've seen.
I feel like I've seen
posts on like Instagram.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen posts on Reddit showing off one that someone made relatively recently. God knows the last time one of these things showed up in lore, though. Should have been Knights of the Imperium, which is 2014. Never actually read that. Never heard that novel. I need to decide what. That's another thing I was going to put a question to chat. I have an Audible credit, and I don't know what to spend it on. And Scott doesn't get a vote because he keeps saying, what's the word I'm looking for? He keeps saying Dungeon Crawl Carl. Yeah, and I'm not ready for it. I feel like that's just going to be one I just watch as a movie or TV show, whatever it got picked up for.
The new one just came out today, I think.
Oh, it's got like 4 or 5 books at this point, right?
Yes.
I have read Ascension Day. I ironically read that one back when I was donating plasma, which was kind of a weird feeling, but it worked. Yeah, I liked Ascension Day. Ascension Day is very good. I have noticed they pit AdMech against Xenos a lot, because Ascension Day it's Gene Stealers versus AdMech. I just finished that orc one. I forget. What was the name? Hold on. Brutal Cunning. I just finished Brutal Cunning, and that one is AdMech versus orcs. It's a weird thing. Scott, here you go. The Squat Land Train.
My boy.
Behold the future.
I wish. Squats Road Trader have their own page.
for the rebooted 9th edition squats, see Ken. These are the better squats. Thank you. Said that because I know it's going to upset Jeff. Oh yeah. Are you so needy? Come here. You want up? You want up? What? Oh. Hello, everyone. Say hello.
Hello.
This is Augie. He's a lap dog, aren't you? Yeah, you like laying in lap somewhere on the computer. I've seen you do it. He's going to lick the table now, because that's what he does best.
As is his right.
As is his right. Sit down. Good boy. Yeah, you good boy. Such a good boy. All right. Yeah, Sister Day is really good. I would definitely recommend that one. It's also a pretty easy read because it's a novella instead of a full novel.
Right.
Just kind of debating, what do I want? Because like, there's like a few different options, you know. I could do. Let's see. I'm kind of good on Horus Heresy novels. Not any of those I really want to read. Maybe Legion at some point. I could do. I don't know. I kind of want to do one of the Dawn of Fire novels, but careful. Don't slide. Which is like Dawn of Fire. That was Dawn of Fire. Yeah, Fire of Dawn. But no, they're like what happens immediately after Gilliman like launches his crusade. What have I read? The next one's The Wolf Time, which I heard was bad. It's also very
Of course,
like
it's bad. It's Space Wolves. Oh, there goes 4 subscribers.
No one likes Space Wolves. I'm kidding. Actually, you mean Space Corgis?
Space Corgis? My god.
That's a little, whatchamacallit. What's the word I'm looking for, Huggy? TTS reference for you? I think that was TTS.
Text to speech?
Yeah, text to speech. That's TTS. Text to speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard this one was kind of bad, so I've been kind of holding off on it. I don't know how the series just ended last year with Silent King. Oh, careful, Huggy. I've got a thing there. Let's not run off with it.
You've read Infinite the Divine, right?
I have read Infinite Divine. It is very good. I actually have been thinking about rereading that. I guess re-listening to it here recently.
Farsight books are good, I would say.
Are they? I am kind of debating looking at the Tau novels. I have Elemental Council, but it's just long.
Yeah.
It's got a relatively slow pace, which is like fine. It's supposed to be really good. I've enjoyed what I've gotten through it, but I just haven't been able to get very far. It's pretty slow paced. But what? You went down? I think you do, but I'm not gonna let you down. Because you're just gonna harass your sister.
Don't let me down.
Put that over you, so if you jump down, you don't pull me with you. Gray screened. Fine. Internet's a little slow. That is actual Farsight. We don't want that. We wanted novels. So which one's first? Is it Crisis of Faith?
If I remember correctly, you might want to double check that one, to be honest.
Yeah, let me open it. Internet's being a little slow, which is fair. We're streaming and doing stuff to it, so you know.
I don't recommend the Damocles short story collection.
Why?
It's bad. It's kind of insufferable, and also like the so it's a lot of White Scars versus Tau, and a lot of British actors trying to give a vaguely Mongolian and a vaguely Japanese accents, and it's real bad, everybody. it's real bad.
Does it just sound like what is it? The the one alien species from Star Wars. It's just nothing but that.
Yeah, it's nothing but them, pretty much. And then the White Scars are the Mongolians, who also really bad voice on those ones. There's like a interesting story there of like Gui Vesa that's pretty decent.
I do think a Gui Vesa novel would be really good. I know why they don't want to do it, but it would be good.
Yeah, there's a novella in there of Gui Vesa that's pretty decent. And that was the best one because that also had the least Tau that was being voiced.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So Farsight, Crisis of Faith, would you recommend it?
I liked it.
Okay. Jeff does recommend the Plague War books. I have heard those are good. Not the Plague Wars. Where's the Plague War books? Ooh, trivia. That's right. The Plague War books made them, like, change the timeline. Because the Dark Imperium novel series, which predates the Plague War ones, the Indominus Crusade is supposed to take like 100 years. And I think they realized, oops, all the characters would be dead. So we have to like rewind that.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. The Plague Wars even get mentioned much in the new 500 Worlds book? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Okay, Dark Imperium is the Plague Wars series. There's Dark Imperium, Plague Wars, and Godblight. And apparently a short story called His Will. That's right, because this was the one that dropped basically with Gilliman coming back. So originally, the Dark Imperium novel series took place roughly 100 years after the start of the Indominus Crusade, including the Battle of Rakos. However, in 2021, Black Library retconned and revised certain aspects of the novels, including setting the events to roughly 12 M42, as well as adding events from the Dawn of Fire series. I'm just gonna bite the bullet. Get the next book in the Dawn of Fire series. Maybe. Oh, there's one that has knights later on. These later books sound so much better.
I guess that's something we could do on the road to Adepticon is I could make you guys listen to the Damocles book.
Why? No.
I don't know.
I told you, if we can all agree on a book, I will spend my March credit on it. However, we all have to agree on one. Which is why I know it won't happen.
I don't know if Jonathan's been part of this conversation yet, though.
It hasn't. But we hold the majority of votes, Scott. So we just have to make a choice, and he has to deal with it.
I mean, I suppose that's fair. But what if he comes up with a compelling argument for something?
Nah. I'm joking. This one looks good. The Martyr's Tomb features Black Templars and Death Guard. There you go, Jeff. And Death Guard.
And Death Guard.
Yeah. You gotta throw a bone at him every once in a while. Gross. Rotten bone. Oh, so there's some cool Titan fights in the second, I'm assuming, Dark Imperium book. Scott, or Jeff, how do you feel about the Leviathan novel? What was your thoughts on that one? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that one specifically. That one specifically. This one sounds kind of cool. It's got Shrine Worlds. So you've got Sisters of Battle and Black Templars fighting, quote, plague-ridden cultists. Wonder what they could be.
Still a mystery.
Is this a spoiler? I think it is. I'm not gonna look at that. Yeah, this is the Martyr's Tomb. Okay, yeah, I think this is a soft sequel to another book I'm actually like physically reading. called Void King, which is fun. I like Void King. That with it's about a rogue trader dynasty, and I'm liking it. I need to sit down and read that. I should read more of that tonight. I haven't been good about that. What else we got going on? We got Iron Kingdom. That one's Imperial Knights. Throne of Light. Throne of Light has Black Templars. Here we go. Okay. I'm listening.
Oh god, it's just racism.
Aww.
A Black Templar.
The fact, again, I've said this before, I'll say it again. The fact that I play Black Templars, Deathcore Krieg, and Night Lords are the least problematic of the three factions, is upsetting. Deeply so. Or least problematic fan base, I should say. Oh, this one has Corferon and the Word Bears doing some stuff.
Mr. Trench Crusade is too grimdark for me. Plays Night Lords.
But Night Lords are fun. It's literally just Batman. It's like, what if Batman but Judge Dredd? So really. Oh, Jeff. Just because I know Scott won't know what I mean. But I was just thinking about it. I just thought about it. I wonder if I could find any prints or something of Judge Fear, of like his head. That'd look really funny on that. And then Night Lord. It would actually fit really well. In hindsight, I'm starting to wonder if that was partially a inspiration for the Night Lord's like bat helmets.
Maybe.
I think it might have been because he has like bat wings. And then kind of
I mean, there's always Etsy. Good check.
There's always Etsy. Apparently a lot of stuff on Etsy is just drop shippers now. So.
Yeah, which is kind of a shame. 3D prints at least are like, they have to credit who they're from, so you could just like go to the source.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, the Zenithal is done. Hello?
Hello, surprise.
Oh, Jeff realized he could actually join the stream.
Yeah, I could.
I
was playing Player Obscure, so I didn't want to like miss some what I was doing in it.
That's
fair. How is that going?
Good. It's the only turn-based combat game like Final Fantasy that I actually like.
Fair.
I've heard it's really good. I haven't played it myself,
and
but
it's French, and I'm surprised I like that too.
Well, you know, we've all heard my opinions about the French.
Have we heard your opinions about the French skin? I don't think
know.
that's true. I
think I've made some jokes on stream. It's like, I refuse to acknowledge the French.
I mean, I know we've made jokes about the Dutch, but that's mostly just quoting Austin Powers.
But Leviathan, very boring book, to be honest.
Jeff was like, I need to give opinions on Leviathan. Hold on. Pause what I'm doing.
It's just...
Who's down
It's
there?
just Ultramarines being Ultramarines, as if, you know, back in the good old bad days.
Ultramarines being Ultramarines and not even in the good way.
A regular, not a captain, not a librarian, not a sergeant, just one of the regular Marines in an Infernus squad kills a Norn emissary by pushing it off a cliff into the planet's core. And you're just like, what? Are you telling me that, you know, what Trajan and a bunch of Custodes struggled against? Just some random dickhead Marine? Goes, aha! I win. No diff.
Tell me how you really feel, Jeff.
I hate it. I thought it was really dumb. I hated that I spent one of my credits on it.
Side note, I'm still looking through the Dawn of Fire series, and Hand of Abaddon has some Votan show up in it.
Really?
And
Yeah.
if you have a Dabadon,
They're even on like the cover.
Dabadubadon.
So there's like 3 characters, so maybe don't get your hopes up too high, but evidently they do show up.
That's more than one book and the codex.
You know what? I'll take it. Sold.
Sold.
Alright.
I am bringing railguns to the stream on Sunday. Just saying.
Good.
Good, that
You
sounds
gotta
like
welcome. You gotta make sure to welcome Bird back correctly.
Welcome to what you missed. Devastating wound, devastating wound, devastating wound.
Oh.
No, that's gonna be the time where I can't get dev wounds to go off.
And then Chris is gonna be like, "Yeah, I don't know what you've been complaining about, Tim."
Tim's gonna
that
throw a
bad.
bird through a wall.
I can't even remember if Chris has posted his list yet or not. I'm
He
bringing what
apparently
I
has
normally
made-
bring.
He has made 3 different lists apparently.
My God.
That sounds like Bird. He's made
He's like,
made
"Oh,
3 different.
Like when I was texting him, he was like, "Oh, I'm only bringing what I have painted," assuming it was only like enough to build a list, not that it was enough for 3. But I should have known better.
I mean, he
Yeah.
has been asking me to borrow either my Land Raider, and he did ask last if I had a Rhino. So,
I mean, I have a rhino. It's just Nurgle.
yeah. You can play Nurgle Rhinos and Chaos Space Marines, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. I think these guys are kind
Yeah. Sorry for sidetracking the stream for a hunt of the Plague Reaper.
No,
Nah.
no, this is what we're here for. The hobbying is only a pretext to us doing random bullshit.
Typically around the 9 o'clock mark is when things start to get weird. This lead belcher is not
Very good, very good.
good.
But the Plague Reaper never had an official model, like Scott was saying. It was only in like the rules for Apocalypse.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Looks like someone kit bashed one at one point. Because that ended up on the thing, but...
Yeah, because I'm assuming that fleshy looking cannon is all green stuff.
Oh,
Probably.
100% has to be.
Dang,
But
do I need new-
Would
more
be
lead belcher?
hilarious to get an official model for.
It would be. It would be. Or we can make one ourselves and house rule it.
Fine, it's not like GW
Yeah.
regrets adding Titanic units to the game or anything.
Then why do they keep adding more?
More knights, that's it. They're stuck with that faction. They can't undo the knights. Doesn't mean they have to give every... I mean, they could, but it would not go over well. You want to talk about a faction that
Go over well with me.
basically practically everyone has knights.
Make it an ally, nothing more.
You could probably get away with that. They might be able to get away with that. What's gonna happen? All 12 knight players are gonna be upset.
No, the 24 because you have to include the Chaos Knights.
No, they just use them in the same. All you gotta do is just like you can use them in both, so it doesn't even change anything.
Yeah, but
Also,
you have
apparently-
to use the Psychic one,
Fair. They do have.
and that one's a unique model.
They have 2 whole unique models.
I will say, Jeff, Tristan has pointed out that you guys are switching armies apparently.
Oh.
Because he's working on his
Hilarious.
diabetes death guard.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Jeff. So when are you gonna get your
I-
GSC together?
I'm starting one with a Shadow Sword. Step 1, Shadow Sword.
Fair.
This is my combat patrol.
Step 2, it'll be hilarious because it's gonna be starting as if I'm starting Imp Guard because I want to get the vehicles I want from Imperial Guard first, and then see what I want from GSC.
You're gonna have 1,000 points of Brew Brothers first, and then just go from there.
I mean,
Correct.
1,000 points of Brood Brothers, as we've shown, is a Shadow Sword and 2 Lehman Russes, right?
Fair.
I think you could fit an infantry squad in with the points that were left over, maybe.
I suppose so,
Question
but
mark?
like,
Why would you want to?
yeah, I feel like the GSC infantry squads are just better.
That is entirely a meme pick, which
I mean,
is
they
valid.
have grenades. All of them have grenades, apparently, which is great.
Unlike the Custodes, as Tim has learned.
Poor Tim. Poor Tim.
Actually, I need to see who has grenades in the Votan again. I know the bikes do. The bikes have grenades for Votan. I know the base infantry does. I don't think the Pioneer do, even though they have grenade launchers.
I mean, Scott and I were talking about that,
Fair.
and we're pretty sure the grenade strat is our most forgotten strat on the channel.
I'm
for
getting
me.
decent at remembering it, especially like the Kroot are very good at teaching me to do that because it gets me that initial wounds off that I need to make the rest of the list work.
And it's fair.
When the Grenade Angel did it for free, shit, I was using it all the time. But now he doesn't do it for free. I wonder why.
Could it be related to your previous statement of, quote, doing it all the time? Could those two things maybe be related, Jeff?
Poppy
Nah.
talk.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
I myself am a little curious. When are we going to start the votes if the anniversary is coming soon?
It'll be in the week leading up to it.
I guess. I just want to know what I'm playing ahead of time, so I can start building.
You will know. I don't know which date I have you set up for. I need to actually go through and make those things, schedule them ahead of time, just so I don't have to worry about them. But you'll know. I plan to have them all out before Saturday. The last vote, it's 4 people, so we'll probably just do Monday. But if we want to start on Monday or Tuesday. If we're on Tuesday, we can also advertise it a bit on here.
There, the first vote could be on the next hobby stream.
No, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in 4 days leading up to the...
Lame.
Shut up, Jeff.
Right?
I'm impatient.
You only gave us 3 options, Jeff. You have...
I mean, I could give a fourth of Death Guard, but all tanks.
No,
Oh,
I'm,
no.
I'm vetoing it.
Why? I'll just bring it anyway. It can either be Death Guard, oops, all infantry, no Morty, or Death Guard, oops, all tanks, with Morty.
You're going to get...
I think it's perfect.
You're going to get Iron Hands, oops, all infantry, and you're going to like it.
Balanced.
I don't think I have enough infantry.
I think we do that if I
I
wanted
could
to.
use legends.
He's gonna give you these iron hands.
I think legitimately I'd have to run almost all legends if it was infantry based.
Like we've ever had an issue with that before.
Scott's not wrong.
I just have to see, is there legends rules for Medusan Immortals?
No.
Oh,
There are legends rules for breachers.
which
I
I
think.
got plenty of those bad
Wait,
boys.
hold on. Are there Legends rules for Breachers?
Yes.
Hey, actually,
Anything
is there?
30k, I think there is. I can go look it up.
Yeah, go look it up. I don't think there is. I think it's mostly the vehicles. I don't think any of the infantry actually made it through. I don't think there's ever been Legends
would be
rules for
lame.
Breachers.
Jeff, go fact check me.
I'm going
I am
as fast as I can, which is not very.
You're doing great. Sorry, wait, did you just say there's no infantry legends?
for 30k ones, I don't think.
Oh, for 30, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I know there's...
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure there's infantry legends for other stuff, but
Yeah,
specifically
I was about to
30k.
say, is like, that is incorrect, my friend.
Yeah, 30k I think is oops all vehicles. One of Fire says, I don't have knights, but I sure seem to use them a lot with my Space Marines. They pair pretty well with Space Marines. Knights pair pretty well with Space Marines. Like I said, every because knights are very much, unless you intend to play the army, they are very much a hobbyist buy. Buy them because you want to have a knight, and you can run a knight with an army, so they're usually a pretty straightforward pick. So everyone ends up with one at some point. Even Scott, who only has a single Imperium army, has a knight.
Yeah. It's like working on a second night.
Yeah, we need to get that.
There's Imperial Space Marines in Legends.
There is the Imperial Space Marine. You got me that. Again, not 30k. My statement is still true. Yeah, the Legion of the Damned. Ooh, that's the Land Raider that has all last cannons. I have the sprue for it.
Oh.
I need to get an actual Land Raider real quick before.
Company Vets on Bike. Company Champion on Bike. Ancient on Bike.
Legion of the Damned is in there too.
Bike.
I know that.
Tech Marine on Bike.
Anything else?
Why, yes.
Thunderhawk Transporter.
I forgot about that one. That's the one that can transport vehicles,
Tarantula
right?
Air Defense Battery. Yeah, no, they don't actually have the 30k infantry, I don't think.
Yeah, let's say I'm pretty sure they're not in there.
Well, that's dumb. Well, house rule that too.
I mean, you can just proxy them. It's really not. We don't even need to house rule these
Our
things.
house ruling.
House rule it. Medusa Immortals coming into the 40k.
I refuse to balance this. Scott brought this into this world. He has to deal with it.
Alright, they need bare minimum 5 up, feel no pain.
Okay, first of all, you
Fair,
go to
fair.
hell. No, it's not fair. Don't let him have it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, anything's fair with the right points or something.
All right, Jeff, your Terminator squad is 1,000 points. And they give up Deep Strike. Aw. Jeff just proxies a Titan as a Terminator Marine.
My headphone batteries died. My bad.
Oh no, we lost Jeff. We lost so much good commentary.
Oh no. But my Terminators aren't even that good in 30k. It's honestly, the Medusa Immortals are like where it's at for Iron Hands right now.
I thought that was your Terminators.
No.
No, those are the breachers.
Gorgon Terminators are my
okay.
Terminators.
I see now,
They inflict blind. Or they used to. Their new thing is they can actually put a status effect on you in your turn.
Gross.
Which is normally not a thing.
For good reason.
It's like in the volley step of the charge phase that it can happen. If I make any save, you have to do like a cool or something other check.
Oh,
and
like
then you
the
get a
black
status
coffee.
effect.
Hit some or something.
Yeah, I just have to make a save, whether it's invuln or regular.
That's neat. Okay.
Are
Alright.
these
Game for it.
Are these the breachers you said, or are these the?
No, those are the Terminators.
Okay. I was like, are they that one guy from Siege that has the like flashlight on the front of his shield? Oh God,
No,
why?
they're in prototype armor that Ferrus Manus never fully finished before he died.
RIP in chat for Ferris Manus. Leader of the.
But the Medusan Immortals are essentially, if anyone knows fantasy lore, think of them as dwarf slayers from Warhammer Fantasy. They failed at their job at some point, so much that they are in suicide squads.
Why are we some sort of suicide squad? I was gonna make a joke about no one knows anything about fantasy, but like Dwarf Slayer is like the one thing I know about fantasy.
That's usually what most people kind of know about fantasy if they don't know anything.
Well, it helps that like the one famous book series from fantasy involves one quite prominently.
But yeah, and then later on, when the Iron Hands used the keys to hell to resurrect a bunch of dudes, they were using the Medusa Immortals who failed at their suicide mission, then they executed, then brought them back to life. Which is probably why they have a 5-up feel no pain on the tabletop.
They really keep making it seem like Ferris Manus is going to be the Primarch of the Legion of the Damned. Like,
what?
And they literally had him show up in a novel.
There's one. I don't remember what book. I just know the excerpt because Chapter Master Valric talked about it briefly, and he showed it on screen that a visage of Ferris Manus showed up on Medusa and was like, "My sons, I'll be back when the Imperium needs me," and then disappeared.
And the Imperium didn't need him for 10,000 years.
Well, if we don't need him now, I can't imagine how much worse it's gonna get.
And it's kind of like what with Lehman Russ and when the actual wolf time happens, he'll be back.
Oh yeah, it's wolf time.
It's ironic, because he's going to probably come back. He's one of the more likely Primarchs, and it's gonna be like, this is whatever it's going to be. It's not going to live up to the hype of the wolf time should seem like.
No, not at all.
You can tell there were multiple points where GW was like, all right, we need to set this in here in case we want to do the end times in 40k, and then the end times went over very poorly, and they're like, we shouldn't do this.
End times in 40k, we're going to square bases.
Oh no!
It just plays like it's just fantasy.
I remember I saw one video. It was like it was an April Fool's video. I forget what they were doing, but if you looked at the whiteboard in the background, it had a bunch of things like that, like Metal Thunderhawk, 40k with square bases.
Hey, the Metal Thunderhawk exists, thank you. Actually, technically, so does 40k.
It wasn't metal. It was like.
I mean, 40k
it was
was
something
square
ridiculous
base.
in a ridiculous medium.
I know there was one when they brought back the first SWAT character for Necromunda. They had it was like a wall full of clocks, and it was like every time someone asked for this, we have to reset the clock. And there's a whole bunch of them, and they go to oh, someone asked about SWATs, and they go to reset it, and they accidentally drop it on the floor and break it. Oh no, what does this mean? And then it cuts to the announcement for the character.
A squat is back. Ta-da!
The G-Dubs is usually pretty good at poking fun at itself, it seems like.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at the more Ultramarines little thing they did.
That was pretty funny.
I do like how that was literally the day after you were trying to tell me that Ultramarines weren't their poster child.
That wasn't my argument. My argument was something that is not as bad as people make it seem. And what's really funny is, if I remember correctly, that was after they had already announced 500 Worlds. So they didn't even announce anything after it. It was just a joke.
Yep.
It didn't lead to any announcements.
Didn't Calgar come out after that? The new Calgar, the Terminator one?
I don't think so, because that was at the very end of the year, and we already knew about Calgar at that point. Yeah, that was a kind of a Christmas time, New Year's thing. I thought could be off on the timeline, but I thought that was.
Speaking of announcements, how about that random ass AdMech 40k announcement?
Yo, that dude is sick.
I like all
that
of them.
Lady, thank you.
Dude is a state of mind, thank you.
Real talk, that model looks so good. I thought it was a 30k model at first. It was
you and literally everybody.
I smooth-brained right over Katie and Gate in the first sentence.
We're actually getting a bonus this year. I'm like, well, do I actually finally start an AdMech army? And then I'm like, wait, with what time? But
hey,
damn, they're making it tempting.
If you buy the combat patrol, you can have it done in time for Adepticon.
Oh, the combat patrol's so bad, though.
It really is.
Is it?
I
don't
mean,
even know
the whole army kind of bad this edition, though.
I mean, Scott, it's literally the only time you're going to play it this edition. If you buy the army, you're not going to have it done by the time this
I mean,
edition ends, so...
That is fair. That is fair. Barring mad painting sessions like this, but
Hey, we could do more streams. I got nothing else
Yeah.
going on.
also, I mean, Bird will be back in the States, so we can lock him in a basement.
Ain't many just throw a box down on
Paint.
him.
It's just him and Tim in a basement.
I don't know which one would have it worse. Let's see. Sorry guys, I don't mean to ignore you. I just don't have the chat up on my phone like I should. There we go.
I should
we
probably
can.
also.
Let's see. Tristan says, sounds like Repentia. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was
Slayers.
the Medusan Immortals.
Oh, yeah. Either Medusa Minotaurs or the Dwarf Slayers. Both, maybe. Probably both. Probably mostly the Immortals. Then One in Fire says at least Salamanders have a fun scavenger hunt. Got me there. They also have some of the best Indomitus like successors for some reason. Like Covenant of Fire is really cool. The Dark Krakens are really cool. They have another one, I think. That's pretty sick. For whatever reason, they're like, oh, Salamanders don't have successors. Let's make them all slap.
I mean, as I learned in college, Kraken makes everything better, so
Oh.
it doesn't actually. Don't do that.
What's
Don't
real
do
funny, Scott,
Kraken.
is that Flang has surpassed that joke and made it mean something else entirely different.
What has?
Kraken? That you should look up getting cracked Flang. I'm not looking it up. I'm not saying it, but you should look it up.
I'm good. I'm good for now.
I think you can make some
No,
mess.
you can make some educated guesses on what
Yeah, I
it means.
Black Vipers is the other Salamander successor I was thinking of. That looks really good. Yeah, Salamanders, yeah, they're just like, what if we just cooked with all their successor crafters? Like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I was like, all right. I mean, you make an excellent point there.
Yeah, I mean, who am I to stand in your way? Also, side note, I'm going to show you guys my wet
And then
palette.
Tristan's my favorite part is when Lehman rested. It's wolf time.
And he wolfed all over the place.
Just like him and Morven Val. Morven Val's Morven all over the place. Lehman Ross is wolfing all over the place. It was a complete pandalirium.
Wait, the Star Dragons are suspected to be a Iron Hand successor? What?
Iron Hands don't get successors.
Actually, they have a few. There's only one that's suspected. The rest are confirmed, apparently.
The most famous one is literally a schism. It's literally a heresy.
Which one?
I actually forget their name off the top of my head.
Because there's the Brazen Claws, Iron Fists, Iron Lords, Knights of Byzantium, Red Talons, Sons of Medusa,
Sons of Medusa. that's the
Star
one I'm thinking
Dragons, supposedly. The Sons of Medusa, from what I remember, their only job is to sit on Medusa and guard it.
of. Well, they also formed because they're literally like a heresy split. In the Morai schism, there was like part of the Iron Hands that sided with the Morai cult or whatever it was called.
Mm.
And they're like, you go over there now. We don't want
I like their color scheme.
that like bright lime green.
Yeah.
Shout out to other creators real quick. There is someone. Shoot, who is it? Mishmash.
Confessors.
Oh, they finally got their lore confirmed. Because they had like a single pamphlet at like a Gamescom or something. That
Apparently, they are an Iron Hand successor chapter.
They're actually, so they've got some interesting real world lore. So they actually had was that like Gamescom or something? It's something GW went to once, and they had like a whole statue, and they had a little like booklet that had like all of their lore in it, and they're like supposed to be a very like Iron Hand's already pretty AdMech aligned, but like even more so. The problem was none of these books got preserved, and so it became lost media. Like we had some pictures, we saw like a picture of like the statue that had like their color scheme and a few other things, but all their actual lore was like hearsay. And then literally like a couple months ago, someone was like, hey, I found the booklet in my parents' attic. And so it's no longer lost media.
Huh. Oh, that's neat.
And we actually got a lot of the lore confirmed, which is pretty cool.
What is lost may never be lost.
You tried, Scott.
Something.
You didn't cook, but you turned on the oven.
Did I turn off the oven? Yes, I did.
Apparently, they are also known as the crippled confessors because they're just so devastated from fighting High Fleet Leviathan. And they lost their chapter homeworld and have a new one.
That I didn't know. From what I remember, they had pretty interesting lore, at least like that got spread around back in the day. I think most of it ended up being true. There was probably a couple things that got lost in translation.
They're of an unknown founding, potentially the 36th millennia.
I do wish they
Millennium.
Millennium. I really wish they would do a novel about one of the new like Indomitus chapters. I feel like that's kind of a bit of a missed opportunity.
I would like new Iron Hands lore. That is all.
You're gonna sit over there with one of your bad books and leg it.
Almost every book I've read of the Iron Hands have been good. There's just not a lot.
Yeah, you got more than salamanders.
And yet they
Salamanders.
still get love from Daddy GW.
They got the same amount of love as you did.
I don't see us on a TV show on their streaming service.
Okay, you got me there. You got that one.
Yeah.
But you got the same amount of models and detachments.
Honestly, I would argue that our detachment was better.
I mean, I'm not saying it's better or worse. I'm just saying you got the same number of detachments. You got the
Actually, I
same
don't even
numbers.
know what the hell your detachment did.
It's first company, but good.
Yeah, exactly. That's all First Company needed, was to be made good.
I didn't get access to first
Well,
company anymore.
Hey,
Mostly because the detachment role literally doesn't do anything for Black Templars.
So far, the one time I've used the new detachment, it went well. It went great. Great, even.
We don't talk about it.
who died? Was it him?
It was actually a pretty decent game. It wasn't like a blowout or anything. He just really upset me with an Overwatch. That pushed me over the edge.
As per usual. As per usual.
As is tradition.
It was a repulsor executioner overwatching a repulsor executioner doing repulsor executioner things.
Which, to be fair, had you not pulled it off, my repulsor executioner was about to go on a rampage. He was in a really good spot. He was about to get
Which is
rerolls on
why
everyone.
I was like, I had to do it. You're like, no, you didn't. And I was like, yes, I did. What are you talking about?
Everything fell apart.
Very quickly after that.
Yeah. I mean, I was already on the back foot. It was a good game. It really was a good game. I was just on the back foot, and I was like, all right, I just need to get Land Raider forward. It's going to be a bit of a Hail Mary, but it'll be fine. Nails me in
Also
Overwatch with,
loved
like, the main gun.
Also loved the Terminator squad that refused to die.
That was just annoying. That's what that was.
You still had to put resources into it, so I was happy with it.
By all accounts, it makes no sense. All right. And the last
You know, an
two-
ancient being an apothecary was perfect.
True.
Oh, I got to read some of the make your own Death Guard characters.
Oh,
I can turn a Terminator character into an apothecary, into like the Ratbone Surgeon essentially, and he can bring back Terminator bodyguards.
gross.
And I'm like, stick him into Death Shroud?
Would you like to know how if we were to play a crusade, would you like? I would like you guys to guess how many different ways I can play an Emperor's Champion.
4.
16.
Okay, well you're both way off, but it's 3. You can run just the straight Emperor's Champion. You can use the Crusade rules to have a guy become an Emperor's Champion that works slightly differently. Or you can use the Crucible rules to give a dude a black sword and make a diet Emperor's Champion. I need to see the full rules because there's a non-zero chance I could give the black sword to a dreadnought, and I think that would be deeply hilarious.
I've not seen the Space Marines ones. I've seen the Votans, which those were okay.
I just need to see the restrictions. I know I can take I can give a black sword to characters. I just don't know if I can give it to a dreadnought.
I don't think that if I can make a character dreadnought, I would cry.
You can make a character dreadnought. I can tell you that right now. That is one of the Space Marine options. Is a venerable.
Now I need to look this up.
They call it a venerable brother. So you can make a character dreadnought. I just don't know what
are you doing, venerable brother?
I'm about to make a character out of a Leviathan dreadnought.
I do know it's kind of bad because from what I did see for like archetypes and stuff, there's a lot of restrictions. So I was looking.
Don't care. I could run the list I've always wanted to without having to play Space Wolves because they're the only ones that could fucking do it.
I know, GW. I don't want to play Space Wolves. You can't make me. GW's like
you have to run the list I want. I would have to run Bjorn. And then all the dreadnoughts physically in the Space Marines Codex. And then I think Murder Fang for points.
Bjorn's still in the Codex, right?
Correct.
Okay. That's what I thought, because I remember seeing a lot of doom and gloom on the Space Wolf subreddit about him potentially going away. And then I just stopped hearing about it, so I assumed he stayed. Because if he went away, I'd still be hearing about it.
What is it? Crucible of what?
I think it's just called Crucible is the rule system. The Crucible or something like that. Maelstrom's the overall book.
Might be Crucible of the Maelstrom.
I don't think so. I think it's just the Crucible.
I forget, does that drop? Is that out already or does that come out this weekend?
Next week, it just went on pre-order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it went on pre-order this weekend if I remember correctly. Yeah, because I want to pick up Huron and Friends for sure. So
Huron and the boys.
Yeah, once we finish these Celestial Lions, be on the lookout for that. Hint, hint. But I mean, a good chunk of the way, these are some of the bigger dudes I need to do. I kind of just need to do their bases at this point, I think. I need to decide what color I want to do with their bolters and stuff. I think in art it's black, and the black does look pretty good. These are how they are coming out so far. Definitely want to do some edge highlighting on the blue parts to make them pop a little more. They look a little bland next to the gold. I think the Aquila on it is supposed to be black as well. So I'm liking them. I think them look pretty good.
I cannot find. Can't find the Space Marine rules for some reason.
Yeah, I'm sure they're on there. Well,
Crucible of Champions is what it's called.
Crucible of Champions. Okay. Well, we were all wrong, so it's okay.
Apes together wrong.
We All right. Well, it is almost 10 o'clock, so we should probably start wrapping up a little bit. Scott, what do we have coming up?
So, cool, as I almost knocked things over, coming up this weekend, we have the return of Jeff and the return of Bird as they duke it out with the new detachments.
That do things and stuff.
Yeah, with Chow Space Marines and Voten.
I believe Bird is running Renegade. It's called Renegade something. It's not Renegade Raiders, but it's Renegade something. So basically it makes them play like regular Space Marines a little bit with Oakland Moment, who I believe he's doing. And Jeff, you're doing, was it Mercenary Kin Band or something like that?
Yeah, it's the Mercenary Kin Band where instead of having to collect like the 7 yield points, you actually just need to collect 3 and then you can spend 3 to swap between the 2.
Oh, okay,
Ooh.
that's fun. Like a pretty big fundamental change to how your army rule works.
Yeah, and I found a way to gain 3 yield points by killing 1 unit with a call.
Oh,
I'm sure you won't make Bird tilt at all. I'm sure he's going to take this swimmingly.
Every time I play against Bird, for the most part, my rolls go very off. I start rolling a lot of 1s.
But yeah, we have that coming up. Do we have any? We don't have anything else this weekend.
Yep. So that's that, and then next week on Tuesday we have our regularly scheduled hobby stream, followed by a double stream weekend in the form of 30K on Saturday and our 1-year anniversary on Sunday. Sunday. So be sure to check that out.
That'll be on March 1st.
And in order to stay up to date with all of our latest and greatest, be sure to like and subscribe if you have not already.
Down in the doobly-doo down below.
The doobly-doo down below.
The doobly-doobly-doobly-doo. Also, if you haven't voted in what we should base these guys in, feel free to throw in your vote. There's about 19 right now, and I'll leave that up until next hobby stream, next Tuesday. That way, that should give me about a month to order it, and hopefully they'll arrive before I have to go to Adepticon. Yeah.
Jeff, do you have any wisdom for the class?
Thicken your paints.
Yes.
Just dunk your models in the whole jar. Just dunk it.
That's why I use Valspar for all my minis. House paint's really got that thickness to it.
Thinning your paints, useless, waste of time. Dunk your model.
Actually, isn't there?
What do you think I got? You got painted in time? Damn, in this economy.
What is it? The army painter has a thing that literally encourages you to dunk your model in it. It's like a shade.
It's called like a dip or something. It's for, like you said, shading.
Yeah, it's like a quick shade or something. You like.
But I think you're also supposed to like dab it with a paper towel also because it's like too much.
I think you're actually supposed to shake it off. I think it.
Yes, you're supposed to shake, and then I think some people say you need to dab it also after.
It's okay. To be fair, it's meant for like doing a crap ton of zombies where you don't actually care what the individual looks like. But just to quickly demonstrate to you guys what it's supposed to look like, the picture straight up shows them with like a pair of pliers, like sticking it in, taking it out, and shaking it. Like this is the entire process. It's meant to like
process.
If I remember correctly, it's meant to get through like a stupid number of zombies or something when you just don't have time to care. But yes, it is about 10 o'clock here, Mountain Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Always glad when you guys stay for this whole stupid thing. This is even more stupid than our normal streams, and that's saying something.
You're welcome.
Thank you, special guest to Jeff, who showed up a bit unexpectedly. Always glad to have you. Thank you again to Scott, who's here most weeks.
Hi.
And
I was getting tired of typing.
I don't want to do this anymore. All right, but yeah, thank you guys so much. We will see you on Sunday. Otherwise, you guys have a wonderful week, and bye-bye.
Bye.